And over the next half an hour, my colleague Poulomi Saha is bringing us all the action as it's taking place ahead of the CBI grilling of Mamata Banerjee's nephew, Abhishek Banerjee's wife, Rujira. Poulomi is going to be getting us all of the details as far as their connection with the coal smuggling case is concerned. In fact, the West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee went to Abhishek Banerjee's house in a show of support. She stayed at the house for a few minutes and left with a kid from the house. The kid, however, went back in. The CBI team has also reached the house. They are grilling and they've given the timing from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for questioning as well. This is Mamata's massive show of support as far as her nephew is concerned. Mamata stayed in that house a few minutes and left with a kid from the house. The kid, however, went back in. The CBI team has reached Rujira's house to question her as Rujira asked them to come today for questioning. Rujira has given timing from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for the questioning. And yesterday, the CBI grilled Abhishek Banerjee's sister-in-law, Menika Gambhir, in the same case for 3 hours. The CBI also issued a notice to Rujira after her name cropped up in coal scam probe. Sources in CBI say that the material found during raids hint at her alleged involvement in the case, while the TMC has gone ahead and described the summons to Didi's first family as a bid to intimidate. The centre has denied this charge. The Union Home Ministry claimed that the CBI does not work under command and is operating on its own. And I'm throwing straight across to Poulomi, who's going to be taking it away over the course of the next half an hour, getting us all that is going on as far as the alleged coal smuggling case is concerned. Poulomi, take it away.
That's right. The CBI team, in fact, Chaiti, thank you so much for that, has in fact reached the residence of Abhishek Banerjee. Rujira Narula Banerjee is going to be questioned by the CBI today in the alleged coal smuggling case. The CBI served her a notice 2 days ago asking her to be present before them on the day itself at 3 p.m. That was the 21st of February that we were talking about. They served a notice at the Kolkata residence of the Banerjees, where I'm standing right now. But Rujira wasn't present at that point of time at her residence. They left the notice with those at the residence and then went back. Rujira then replied to the notice yesterday and she said, I have received your notice. I'm unaware as to why you would want to question me in this ongoing investigation, but I will be present and available at my residence on the 23rd of February between 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and that is today. The CBI team has reached the residence of Rujira Narula Banerjee. We've been told that she will be appearing alone before the agency officers and she will be cooperating with the agency. The agency at the moment is only treating her as a witness in this case, someone who possibly is privy to the circumstances and the facts of this case, and that is what they're hoping to in fact wean out from this questioning, this process that they are going to undergo inside the Banerjee residence with Mrs. Rujira Narula Banerjee. Earlier, of course, in a very significant development and something which has a lot of underlying messaging to it, was the arrival of West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee at Abhishek Banerjee's residence. It was completely unplanned in terms of us not being aware of it. The media was caught off guard when Mamata Banerjee was supposed to just cross by, which she does on everyday basis over this road. Harish Chandra Banerjee, she stopped, went inside, stopped for 10 to 15 minutes and then came out with who possibly was the granddaughter, the child of Abhishek and Rujira, but the granddaughter went back in. My colleague Prema Rajaram is now joining me on these hectic developments that are happening in Bengal. Prema, a very significant development that happened, something that we were not prepared for over here. The media definitely did not have it, beforehand. The fact that the West Bengal Chief Minister stopped and went into Abhishek Banerjee's residence. It was a short stopover, but a lot of messaging there.
Absolutely, Poulomi. Like you mentioned, it was something which is completely unexpected. Her convoy does pass by Abhishek Banerjee's house when she's on her way to work. And this time, the convoy stopped in front of Abhishek Banerjee's house. Mamata Banerjee got off, went into the house, and that sent a lot of messages as to whether it was Mamata Banerjee there to just tell Rujira Banerjee that she's there to support her. and the fact that Rujira Banerjee should not be cowed down by what is happening, because we must remember that the Trinamool Congress has looked at this as a political conspiracy, somewhere as a way of, putting pressure on the Trinamool Congress. But if it's not that, if it's just the questioning, then it was Mamta's way of saying that she's there to support her. But the other message here, Poulomi, is that Mamta Banerjee, of course, is well aware of what is happening, and the fact that she herself was there at Abhishek Banerjee's house sends a very strong message that the West Bengal Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee is also giving out to the investigative agencies, and in turn somewhere telling the BJP, because she's accused of the BJP of often using the agencies against her party. So a very significant message there, and of course the media completely caught unaware. Back to you.
Right. Also, Prema, do you think that the TMC is going to play the sympathy card as far as this investigation goes, this questioning goes? Because earlier, the TMC first family has not been touched as far as any ongoing investigation is concerned in Bengal, be it sand mining, be it coal mining, be it cow smuggling. None of the investigations have reached the doorstep of the first family. The fact that Mamta Banerjee stepped out with who looked like her granddaughter, Abhishek and Rujira's daughter, for that brief moment as she just stepped out of the house and then sat in a convoy and the young child went back in. Clearly, what she's trying to say here, Prema, is that the family is unfazed, the family stands unrattled.
Absolutely, Poulomi. That was the message, that the family is not rattled by what is happening. The fact that Mamta Banerjee chose not to stay away from Abhishek Banerjee's house, but instead she chose to stop there, go into Abhishek Banerjee's house and stay there for about 10 minutes, come away from there and then decide to go on to work. Now, it was a message as though whether Mamta Banerjee was there to say something important, was to come out and speak to the media. That was something which was unexpected, her visit to Abhishek Banerjee's house. But of course, for the Trinamool Congress Supremo, for Mamta Banerjee, it is about sending out this message to the BJP that before the elections, it's not going to be the family of West Bengal, which is a powerful family, the Banerjee family, that is going to be fazed by what is happening. They are unfazed by all these developments. And we must remember the investigative agencies are going to be questioning Rujira Banerjee. So in the backdrop of all this, somewhere the corruption charges that the BJP has alleged against the Trinamool Congress now are somewhere coming to focus as far as the BJP is concerned. But as far as the Trinamool Congress is concerned, they allege that this is a way to somehow hit out at them just before the assembly elections. And again, a question as to why these summons are coming now at this time when the assembly elections are drawing close. Back to you, Poulomi.
Right, Prema, also briefly, could you tell us what this coal smuggling case is all about? We're hearing all about it in the news because of the fact that it has reached the doorstep of the Banerjee family and Rujira Narula Banerjee is going to be questioned by the CBI. But what is this case all about?
Well, as far as this case is concerned, the coal scam case has Anup Maji, who is the main player. Then we also have Vinay Mishra, who is a Trinamool Congress leader, and he also has been accused in this. And somewhere, Maneka Gambhir, who is the sister of Rujira Banerjee, she is also an accused, as well as Rujira Narula Banerjee, who has been summoned by the CBI. Now, they are, as far as Rujira Narula Banerjee is concerned, she is allegedly a beneficiary of this, of the coal scam, and she has apparently been a part of this, and this is why the CBI wants to question her. But as far as Rujira Banerjee is concerned, she has said in her letter to the CBI that she does not know why she is being questioned. However, she was open to the fact that she will be questioned by the CBI. She had sought time and said that instead of Monday, she was not at home. On Tuesday, between 11 and 3, she would want to be questioned, and that is exactly what is happening. But somewhere, the question is, why is Rujira Banerjee Narula now in the spotlight? Why is the coal scam coming to focus right now? Because Rujira Banerjee Narula had first come to focus in 2019 in March, when the customs officials had stopped her, wanted to question her when she was traveling from Thailand back to India, and allegedly had carried undeclared amount of gold. So that was the first time we had heard of her. And cut to 2 years later, when we are hearing of her again, what is her role exactly is what the CBI is investigating. But Trinamool Congress, of course, keeping a very strong face here, even as the BJP says that it is the investigative agencies that are doing the job. Back to you, Polami.
Right, Prema, thank you so much for bringing us all of those details. So clearly, the coal smuggling case is in the spotlight here in Bengal. Right behind me, the CBI is questioning Mrs. Abhishek Banerjee as we speak at the moment. But then, of course, there is the question that the Mamata Banerjee government is raising here. They're saying that the CBI does not have the wherewithal to probe this particular case, and it has been questioning the CBI's jurisdiction to do so. Now, the Mamata Banerjee-led Trinamool government has made a submission in the Supreme Court on a plea filed by the main accused in this case, Anup Majhi alias Lala. Now, what the Mamata government has cited is that it had withdrawn consent to a CBI probe into the coal scam 2 years ago. The court agreed to hear the plea on March 1st, but has declined to give relief to Majhi from being arrested by the CBI. The probe agency says it has found large-scale corruption in coal mining and transport. It is probing Mamata's nephew, Abhishek's wife, Rujira, and Rujira's sister, Menaka Gambhir. The CBI claims that it has found evidence of a large amount of undeclared deposits and withdrawals from their bank accounts. My colleague Anisha Mathur is now joining me live from Delhi on the story. Anisha, so the Mamata government right now is questioning the CBI's jurisdiction in terms of conducting this probe here in Bengal. Bring us up to speed with developments in the Supreme Court.
Well, Polami, just yesterday there was a hearing in the plea filed by main accused Anup Majhi, saying that his bail application has been dismissed by the High Court, and he had raised this point that since the West Bengal government had withdrawn the general consent given to the CBI to probe anything in that state, therefore the CBI does not have the jurisdiction to probe this entire scam at all. This argument, incidentally, was supported by senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi, who was appearing for the Bengal government. At this moment, however, the court has not given any relief to Majhi, but has agreed to hear this matter now on Monday. It will hear the entire argument regarding the jurisdiction of the CBI to probe any case when it comes to a state which has withdrawn the general consent, whether how far the CBI's jurisdiction will go, particularly when there are central agencies involved, and whether the CBI could continue a probe that had been started before the consent was withdrawn. So while it is a major issue politically right now in West Bengal, legally also this case will have a huge amount of ramifications, as the Supreme Court will have to look into the definition of the jurisdiction of the CBI and what happens if the state government does not want the CBI to enter its state. Back to you.
Right, Anisha, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed with all the developments that have been taking place in the Supreme Court vis-a-vis this coal smuggling case. Now, the coal smuggling case isn't the only case that is haunting Rujira Narula Banerjee. It is also about her passport. There is a controversy brewing about Rujira's passport as well. Now, Rujira, as declared by her husband, is a Thai national. She has been holding a Thai passport for a while. She was born in Thailand, but she then moved to Delhi's Rajouri Garden in 2019. Rujira's Thai nationality, in fact, went public. That's when her husband came out in order to clarify and said she is a Thai national, she has a Thai passport for the last 34 years at that point of time. When he was speaking, what's the problem? She got a PAN card without disclosing her Thai citizenship, and that was an issue that became an issue. However, she mentions her citizenship as Indian on official documents. Again, discrepancies there, discrepancies also in her father's name, as has been cited in her application for PIO card and then the OCI card. So first the OCI card, which mentioned Nifon Narula as her father, then the PIO card, which mentioned Gursharan Ahuja as her father. Now, Rujira and Abhishek met as classmates while they were studying at Delhi's IIPM, a management institute, and after that, in the year 2012, they got married.
Rujira Narula Banerjee is set to face the CBI. But this isn't the first time that the wife of the Trinamool's number 2 is in trouble. Born in Bangkok, Rujira still has a Thai passport. But in government documents, she calls herself Indian. She found herself embroiled in a big controversy 2 years ago when customs officials wanted to search her baggage, citing detection of a significant amount of gold in X-ray images. The Calcutta High Court granted Rujira relief from the customs notice, observing that she is a Thai national holding an overseas Indian card. The case is still in courts. The Home Ministry had also issued a notice to Rujira in 2019 for obtaining a PAN card without mentioning her nationality. The notice also pointed out discrepancies in Rujira's father's name on different instances. While Rujira's father's name on her PIO card that was issued in 2010 is Dr. Nifon Narula, her OCI card made in 2017 states her father's name as Gursharan Singh Ahuja. Rujira, a Sikh, lived in West Delhi's Rajouri Garden. Her father had a cell phone shop at Gafar Market, which was quite popular. Rujira's father shifted to Bangkok later and started working in real estate. Sources in the family say they had a connection with Bangkok earlier as well, as Rujira was born there and that she came to Delhi only later. Rujira and Abhishek married in 2012 in a gala ceremony in Delhi, months after Mamta took over as Chief Minister of Bengal. The two were classmates at the Delhi Management Institute, where love blossomed. The two came closer on an academic tour to Switzerland in the first year. The couple went on to have a daughter and a son. While Abhishek Banerjee soon established his clout in Trinamool circles, Rujira largely kept herself in the shadows and away from politics. But that was before politics caught up with the Trinamool's first family. Bureau Report, India Today.
So there are discrepancies in Rujira Narula Banerjee's father's name in her PIO application, in her OCI card application. My colleague Chaiti Narula will take you through that.
Thanks, Paulmi, for that. I'm going to walk our viewers through what the discrepancy Paulmi is talking about. Now, take a look at this. There is a mystery over the name of Rujira's father. In the person of Indian origin card, the name of Rujira's father has been given as Nifon Narula. This is as per the Home Ministry notice. And in the OCI card application, the name of Rujira's father is Gursharan Singh Ahuja. So, either her mother has married twice, or why is it that there are two fathers, in one different in PIO card and one in the OCI card? We do not know. This is the information coming in as per the Home Ministry's notice. Paulami, this is a much needed clarification also that is required from the TMC.
Absolutely, much needed clarification that is required. The BJP, of course, is using it much to their advantage. My colleague Prema Rajaram is still with me right now. Prema, I mean, there are these discrepancies about whether Rujira is the Thai national and Indian national. What is her father's name? But we all know how closely guarded the Banerjee family has been. And Rujira herself has kept a very, very low profile.
Absolutely. Rujira Banerjee keeps a very, very low profile. She hasn't really been in the public glare. The only time that she did, the first time that she came to public glare was when she was questioned by the customs officials. She was stopped by them at the Kolkata airport in March 2019. And it was only then that she came into the limelight. And at that point in time, Abhishek Banerjee had said that why is his wife being targeted? He had also said that she is a Thai, holds a Thai passport. But then again, questions were being raised as to how come she does have different names when it comes to the OCI card as well as the PIO card, and also the fact that how come she has always said that she is an Indian. So these discrepancies are something that are being looked into, and what really led to Rujira Narula Banerjee coming out with various facts, and what really is the truth to this, and also the fact that she happens to belong to the Banerjee family, a powerful family in West Bengal, and a family now which is in the public eye, not just Rujira Banerjee Narula, but the entire Banerjee family. And that is something which is, of course, that the Trinamool Congress is perturbed by. When Mamta Banerjee clearly wanting to send out another message that she's unfazed by what is happening, looking at this as just a questioning by the investigative agencies. We saw, Paulami, earlier how Mamta Banerjee went to the house of Abhishek Banerjee to perhaps show solidarity, and after that she stayed for a little while and then she left from there. But various questions coming out as to why various facts are being given in the various documents that Rujira Narula Banerjee has put forward. Back to you, Paulami.
Right, Prema, thank you so much for all of those details. We're slipping into a short break. Stay tuned to India Today.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.